Hello and welcome to the Brigade podcast, episode 42. My name is Mike and I'm your Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? Been a while, but we're back.
It's been a bit.
I know it's been like a few weeks.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a bit longer when the day of the uploads on YouTube. But yeah, as of recording, it's been a few weeks.
Well, we're back to the midst of things.
Yep, and hopefully it stays that way.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we got an exciting updates, and we've got like some exciting stuff to talk about. And yeah, chill, relax, and yeah, shout out to the homies who are
And have
watching
fun, I
this. Yeah,
guess.
just a quick update while we were gone. I had a throat infection, couldn't speak, didn't want to record sounding terrible. Probably heard it from all our other previous videos that have been posted before this one, but yeah, just an update.
Yeah. And then I had my graduation ceremony, so I was doing that and enjoying it.
Yep, Mike graduated. Yep,
Yeah. Graduated university, so pretty
yep.
pog, pretty pog.
Everyone knows the struggles of a higher level of education after school. Always tough. But it
Yeah, I
is what
mean,
it is. Most
yeah,
job requirements require some sort of certification or some sort of like
further education.
further education.
Yeah.
But yeah, congrats, Mike.
Thank you.
And yeah, we'll see where this goes, and hopefully the future is bright. But
Yeah.
we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff,
Yeah.
and we're starting off with um interesting concepts. I call it, and I call it the Australian weather season.
Ah, yes. The widow.
Yep, it's a scientific phenomenon. It's a crazy concept, but we're here to discuss it.
Yeah, I mean, some people just can't wrap their heads around it, and then we're here to
No
try to
one
make
can wrap
things of
their
it.
heads around it. We
I
have
mean,
just
plus one of
started May, the month of May, which is entering the third month of the autumn period,
yeah,
where the leaves should have already turned brown and fall to the ground because we're in the third month. But yes, it's the weather is prepping for winter.
summer's getting colder.
Yep, and the flu season begins, which I
Mm-hmm.
think I've already caught. I caught the
You
flu
definitely
probably.
caught it. You
Yeah,
definitely have.
so my voice might sound rough, but I'm still fine. I've not been caught up in bed yet, so I'm all good.
For the time being.
Yep, hopefully for many long time being. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. But for many days to come, many weeks to come. Yeah. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is gonna be one of the colder winters. That's what's scary though.
I mean, it is quite cold currently.
Yeah, exactly. We're still in the third month of autumn, and I think it's only gonna get colder and it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah. I mean, like what? So, what we got June, July, August. It's going to be like probably freezing
Yeah,
when
it's
it
gonna
hits
be
July.
cold. It's gonna be cold. Gonna be,
Because it's like, it's kind of, it would be like, what's the word? It'll be like, it would edge in a bit, and then it'll get cold during like the midway through, and it'll come back a bit when it hits like
yeah,
August, I
see,
guess.
I don't even think that's gonna happen. I think it's just gonna be cold from the get go because we're already edging in now.
Wait, yeah, we're going into it, but it's like it will get worse.
Yeah,
You
my
get what I
crazy
mean?
my thing is that like, are we gonna get a rainy winter or are we gonna get like a dry winter?
Ah,
Because yeah, it's like winter. Like
isn't winter usually drier than summer? I don't
no,
know.
so like it very depends. You can get either like you can get flooding winter season. That is possible. We've had that a couple years ago, so we can have a reoccurrence.
I mean, I literally just went to check the
Hmm.
weather, and the entirety of next week it's raining.
Yeah, see, and we're not even into winter yet.
So there we go. But the entirety of this week it's fine until Sunday. But yeah. Until it hits done, it'll be dry.
Well, it is
So
what it
yeah,
is. We got to just survive through this weather and pull our through.
yeah, and hopefully not
Dude, I
get
need
sick.
this to be over. I need the spring season to start. The spring season is like the most chill period.
I mean, I don't know what. Just tell time to go a bit quicker.
Because I think like the most two chill most periods is like the autumn and the spring period because they're both like it's not hot but it's not cold.
Yeah, they're in between.
Whereas when you hit the summer, you're like it's too hot, and then you hit the winter, you're like oh god, it's too cold.
I mean, kind of the point of them, isn't it?
Right. But then
I guess.
like it's like my body is not built for extreme heat or extreme cold.
Yeah, I guess like spring's supposed to be slightly warmer, whilst I guess when autumn's supposed to be slightly colder. I guess that makes sense.
Yes, yes, it does make sense. Definitely
So it's
does
like,
because it's supposed to signify the next entering
yeah,
entering the next period.
next spring's a bit warmer, then it'll be summer where it gets hot, and then autumn will be chillier, and then going into winter will be cold,
Yes.
which we're currently at.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe this year would be the year that
What?
we get like a snowing Australia. We don't really get that, but like
No, the only
maybe.
thing we'll get is like hail, like ice cubes, just getting pelted at us.
Yeah, man. Maybe Ice Cubes shows up and starts rapping. Like who knows?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. As soon as I mentioned ice cubes.
Nah, it's all good. All
But I mean,
right.
hopefully the weather improves though.
Yes, I definitely agree. Any final thoughts on the weather?
The weather sucks.
Thank you, Mike. That was a great, insightful weather report.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes. Now, I would like to bring our attention, right, to, in my
Right.
opinion, I think an important aspect of the media industry that, like, I think is pretty much glossed over. I think it is the marketing of the entertainment industry. Let's just put it like that.
All right. Anything specific or
I'm talking
just
about advertisements specifically. And there is a
okay?
specific group of advertisement I want to talk about today. Yes, we know there's pretty much a lot of advertisement. We've seen the movie advertisements. Sometimes they don't want to too spoiler. Example, the Spider-Man movie where they removed Tobey Maguire and um forgot
Andrew
uh
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield from like the shots, and then we had like the Infinity Wars where they had like different shots
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
very
Yep.
different. Yeah.
So like, and then we've got obviously Game, where it's like it clearly states in the bottom corner like the most see-through writing, not actual gameplay footage.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about probably like the most, in my opinion, interesting advertisement method: the mobile game or entertainment industry advertisements.
I'm pretty concerned.
Because you know it,
Okay.
like this stuff is memeable material.
Meeble.
Yep, I've already seen some memes, and it's they're pretty good. Of course, I want to discuss this.
Sure.
These are like the because to be honest, these are like the games that have like either some of the most highest grossing money making games, or the games that are like so stupid that no one barely any plays
Okay.
because you know that's just how it works. But they put so little into their advertisement. Completely honest.
Yeah. And it just what
And
looks bad or
it's like not sometimes it's not actual gameplay footage. Sometimes completely into nothing. Right. I just want to hear your thoughts, and we're gonna start with the most common one.
okay.
So the most common one we've seen, I've seen. I know you've seen these ones.
All right. Yeah. Hit
Are
it to me.
the what?
Like hit it to me.
Are the I've got 5 million points and that's why I can do this. Like, how many points do you get?
Oh god, I already know 10, like 10, hundreds of memes you can make with that. But yeah,
It's so memeable.
uh,
It's so like the concept is so stupid. Like I've seen one with today where the guy's like, "Oh, is that your ex-boyfriend? Oh yeah, he had no power. Like, I've got 8 million power." It's like, "Don't you show yourself in front of me?" It's like, "Is that all you've got? I've got the legendary hero, which gives me bonuses. I've got this amount of power." It's just, oh my
yeah,
god, take me back. That legit like the ad I saw.
yeah. It's basically stuff like that where people compare their powers and then, oh my god, you got a high power or something, and then usually there's a lot of people involved and whatnot.
Yeah, but
And
you've seen the
it's
memes from it, right?
yeah, of course I've seen the memes. Seen the meme where like guys are like putting like a fake kid in the oven, and the other bloke's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Don't worry, I have 50 million pounds."
The 50 million power is the best.
Yeah.
What do you think of that marketing strategy, though? Like, that's what I want to get at. Like, why it's stupid, but I want to know,
It's
like, because
supposed to
these
be like
it's meant to be a joke.
yeah, but like it's supposed to be like one of those things where it's like, oh, I have like a bigger, I don't know, higher number than you. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be kind of like that thing. Like it's supposed to show
Be-
off superiority, but it
be-
looks so dumb.
because I've got like for me when I see mobile ads, there are 4 categories. So this is the first category of well, there's 3 or 4. I don't know if you classify. The first category is the power level one, right?
Yeah,
Which I think is like stupid.
stupid, but it's so
Like
funny.
stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring up the others, but like I want to know, like, like because obviously these people who make them don't have the money to make high budgeted ads, so this is the ad they come up with.
Or they're just like, oh, what does our game have? Oh, well, we have a power level system. All right, then let's just focus our entire marketing on that. And then they just do it. It's just so weird, but it works.
That's
Like,
so
I mean,
good.
clearly it's working if they're doing it so, so much.
Mm-mm-mm.
But it's just like, the memes, though, are so funny.
Yep. Okay, so
Uh,
they're so good because have you seen? Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the second one. I think there's like 4 or 5, but like I'll say maybe there's more, but this is the second one. So the second type of a mobile ad that I've seen, right,
yeah.
is where they're like, join now, we'll give you 23 summons to get the a certified hero, and you can gain this hero. Like, have you heard that one?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I've
But
seen that, like, way too often. Like,
yes,
enter this code to get, like, free summons and whatnot, and just like,
yeah. But then it's like when the ads start, it's like, how did you get so good? It's like I used the 23 summons and I
yeah.
got this hero. It's like,
It kind of like stems from the other ones. Like, I have this much power on this hero. How'd you do that? Well, I entered this code and got all these summons for
yeah,
free. And just like, bruh.
yeah. Because these all these can be like interchange, like together. But like, yeah,
Yeah, because you can, in theory, you can just use
they
all
can
of them
combine them.
in
Yeah,
one.
but it's
Yeah.
like, oh
So
man.
I think that one's worse, to be honest. It's so dumb.
Okay, what about this third one? Right?
What?
It's like, how did you get so far in the game? It's like I picked the Viking clan, and they because their resource gathering speed is increased by 20%.
I seen that, but the only okay. I
I've
saw
seen
the
that
meme.
so many times.
I
Not
saw
the
the
meme,
meme
I've seen
before
the
I saw
ads.
the
Yeah.
ad. Like, no, I saw the meme before I saw the ad for it.
Oh
So I saw
really?
the meme for it, and I was like, "Wait, is this supposed to be like an ad or something?" And then then I saw the ad like I don't know a couple days later or something. I'm like, "Oh, so this is what the meme was supposed to be."
Yeah, because the
So
ad is like. Mhm.
it was just that, but instead of Vikings, it was Peter from like Family Guy.
Oh no, because I've seen the
I was like,
Vikings
"Bro,
one. I've seen the ones where it's like if you pick the Vikings, you can get like 20% attack bonus all your fights, and then I've seen the one where it's like if you pick like the what is it called? Like I
what?"
forgot I forgot what it was because this one was more futuristic. Oh, and then I've seen the one where it's like if you pick your starting country as Australia, they get like a 30% gathering speed. Like what?
Okay.
I've seen that one. I was like, well, I've seen so many, but I keep seeing the ones where it's like, oh, the other one was like the military based one. It's like if you pick like the Aquamarines or something, and it's like they get increased speed or something.
Okay. I mean, I
Yeah,
think this might be the out of the three, this is the one I've seen the least of. Like I've seen it like once or twice. The other ones I've seen like tens of times, like dozens, and it gets a bit repetitive. But it's like, like I know what you're talking about though. It sounds dumb. Sounds so dumb. Pick this so you can get boost. Oh, cool. Well, I guess I'll pick it because it's probably part of the game.
Okay, have you seen the? Okay, this is. I think I don't know if there's any more. I mean, I'm gonna give you the floor, but this is the one I've seen.
But
The ones where they play the game, but they play it so badly.
oh, it's like they compare like Noob and Pro or something.
No, no,
Like,
no, no. As in like that. That's another one. That's another one. Compare
or
Noob
is
and
it just
Pro.
like someone plays badly and they say, "Can you do better?"
No, 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 no. It's like there's a puzzle game, and then like there's a clear, easy way how to do it, and then they completely stuff it up. Or the one where it's like
Oh yeah,
you have to shoot the enemy, and then like the guy points the gun, and then somehow the bullet reflects and kills you. And
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
those ones,
I've seen those ones.
how
See, the
bad? Like
thing is, those ones are the ones that like grab people because you're like, that's so dumb. Let me download the game and like show, prove
yeah,
that I'm better. Like that one actually works. The thing is, though, it is quite dumb. It's just like, oh my god, I suck at this game. And yeah, because you're being an idiot. But
yeah.
it's supposed to be like a literally like an advertising, like a marketing, like I guess,
I could do better.
like oh yeah, it's like it's that's what it's supposed to be. I can do better. Let me download the game. And then the person's like, ha 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 ha, I made him play the game.
All right,
So
all
it's like,
right.
yeah,
I just remembered one. I'm gonna say it. So have you seen the one where there's a person playing? It's like, have you guys seen those ads where when you actually download the game, it's like nothing like the game? Well, this game is in fact what is shown in the ad. Have you seen those ones?
yeah, I have.
Oh my god,
Every time I hear something that ad like that, that makes me more skeptical about the game. Like,
that's so true.
I'm like,
I don't trust it.
is it though? Is it?
It's like when you get those fancy emails where it's like it's got everything. You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's like it's trying too hard to be
Normal.
something.
Have you seen? You've gotten those spam emails where it's like it's got like, oh, you click here and you pay now. It's got every single playable method. It's like, bruh.
Yeah,
It's got like, bruh, like
like, bro,
that doesn't exist.
like what's the word? Those one like since you said that, it reminds me of like those ones where it had like those puzzle games where it's like you move, like you open like passages or move like these movable objects and
Yep.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of those ads where because they're all just fake.
All right, right, right.
Yeah, it reminds me of those and how like they were false advertising.
All right.
But like
Yep.
s- those ads where it's like we don't, this is what the game actually is, like the ad, and it's like, no, like if you show that to me, I just like kind of like I try my best to click off the ad, like or
Yep.
skip it or whatever. I was like, no, this is the worst.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And do you have any ads that I haven't mentioned? I think I mentioned pretty much all the known ones.
Ah, it's probably like very niche things, but you kind of mentioned most of
The
the, I
popular
guess.
ones. The popular ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there any? Trying to think. How about those games where it's like you move like in a straight line and you like have to avoid something and get something specific?
Oh, but then they play so stupid.
They play so stupid and they die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen those ones. They play so stupid. Yeah, yeah. That
those
one's.
are also very common.
Yep, yep. I get what you mean.
Yeah, and there's also a version of that where you can play it, but even if you do well, you still can't win. It's like,
Oh,
oh well,
really?
might as well lose. Yeah, because it's
Okay.
like they give you the opportunity to win, but then at the end, because it's a very specific ad that I actually got.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to actually win, it like stops you from actually because it's like click to shoot or something.
Mm-hmm.
You click and then the ad pops up the actual game, so it
No,
stops you from.
you have to download
Yeah,
it.
so you lose anyway. So you're just like, bro, well, what's the point? Those are dumb. I feel like I called all of them dumb, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mobile game ads for the most part are
Yeah,
quite
mobile game ads are most stupid. Because if you see these
unless
ads,
you're ad for the
those are
game.
like the cheap mobile ads. Like the
And then
cheap,
of course there's the sponsorship ads, but
the Raid
those are
Shadow
like
Legends.
yeah, it's like they tell you like everything that you they click on to get rewards and stuff, and then they tell you what's new and all that. And you're just like, bruh,
Yeah.
a bit too much for like a
Yeah, but
typical
then
ad.
Raid Shadow Legends is actually a game where like money's put into their game.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like there's some
Yep.
other games, and then there's also those other ads where you see on YouTube that look like absolute garbage, and you're like, bruh, like no. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like those weird ads you see when you're scrolling through YouTube. Yeah,
Yep.
no, no, no.
Yeah, so that's what would
Because
you
that's
classify
ads,
that?
I
Yeah,
guess.
that's mobile ads. Any last words other than like yeah, these ads aren't like AAA flashy ads.
Avoid it.
Avoid it.
Avoid the ads. Because you're gonna see that, or you're gonna see probably some sort of nudity. So yeah, just avoid it. Let's be
Fair enough.
honest.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about something bigger than ads.
No.
A lot bigger than ads. A lot bigger than probably mobile games.
I think.
Microsoft
Yeah, go for it.
and Blizzard Activation King. Well, King's got mobile games, but
You mean
that's not the
Activision?
point. What did I say?
I thought you said Activation. I was confused.
No, I said ABK, Activision, Blizzard,
Ah,
and
okay.
King.
Sure.
Which I said that King's mobiles ads, not good mobile ads. King has mobile games. We've got Candy Crush.
Yeah. I mean, they're better than some of the games we listed. So
We didn't
that's what
even
I'll
list
say.
any games. We just listed ads.
I mean, yeah, but if they made it out, it's probably better. Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's simple. But yeah, we'll continue, continue. So what about
Yeah, I
good
think there
old?
was like wasn't there like something happened in like I think I don't remember who, but like in the UK it was ruled that it should not go through as it was causing monopolization.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember what you're talking about.
And
Yeah,
now
I think it was.
Microsoft is like, what was it? What'd you say?
I think it was in the UK.
Yeah, I don't know what the party was called.
Ah, I
Yeah,
can
because
tell you.
for all I know, it could have been called Mario Party, but like, um, that's definitely not the case. Um, uh, I'm pretty sure it was called like the union. It was like a union or something.
Uh, the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, CMA.
Oh, CMA. There we go.
There.
Mike's on it. He's got the
Very
facts.
specific. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
basically, they told Microsoft, no, you cannot have a monopoly. So
yeah.
over the gaming market, and of course, Microsoft are like trying to like counter what they're saying. Well, I
Nice.
hope I believe so. I might be like talking I don't know where, but like I've heard the rumors that they are or something. I've heard that they are.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they
Yeah,
try to do something.
of course they try.
Uh,
So basically, it fell flat.
yeah,
And of course the internet erupts. Or Twitter erupts, not the whole internet. Twitter, Reddit probably erupted as well. Saying that the CMA, right, is that what it's called?
yeah.
Are like Sony fanboys. Because of course that's what Twitter and which well, if you look on paper, it kind of looks like that, but that's not the case. It's just that they don't want a monopoly of the market. Like they said no to the monopoly man. Like, you know, like
It. I guess they just want. They don't. They think it's maybe a. I guess
yeah, it's like
too good of an offer.
exactly. Well, but what does that mean in store? Good and bad things.
Well, if it goes through or it doesn't go
No,
through.
like because of this, right? Um,
Mm,
let's talk about if it doesn't go through. So we'll wait until confirmation because I don't know what Microsoft's gonna do. Microsoft hasn't announced anything. I don't believe. But
yeah,
what would you say?
I was like, I don't think they have.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. So for what I understand, what I believe, right, is the bad is like whatever Microsoft prepared in advance for this move all becomes for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's like one bad. The other bad is Bobby Kotick stays in place. That's the other bad.
right.
Um, and all the promises of like like how do you say it? Exclusivities are no longer to Microsoft. So I don't know if that's a bad or a good thing, but like that's also there. So those are like three things that happen.
Yeah,
Obviously, like is it bad for gamers overall? Well, if you
I
well,
guess it depends. To be honest.
yeah, it just really depends. It does. Like for instance, maybe these games don't go on the the what is it called? The what battle pass? Like, what's the thing called? Not battle pass.
What, like,
The
what are you
Game
talking about?
Pass. The Game Pass. They don't go on the
Oh,
Game Pass. Um, that's one thing. Another, and that's one thing that can happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that games are like what's it called? Like the games can appear on other platforms such as Sony and um Nintendo. I don't
yeah.
know why I'm blanking out. It's well, that's
It's
just
on.
my thoughts. I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Like that's my thoughts. Yeah.
Well, I guess like since this is like currently on hold, I guess the good currently would be like those games from those like publishers. I guess would stay on everything currently.
Mm-mm.
I guess if we bads you said like Bobby
Bobby
Kotick is one
Kodik's a huge
thing.
one. It just
Uh,
means for me. It's like when we say like Bobby Kotick, like yes, he is a bad person. Whatever. Like we already just discussed this ages ago, and like we don't have to keep bringing up all the stuff he's done. But what we're trying to say is like the games are just not good. The games that are coming out. So like you know what I mean. So without like Microsoft influences the games. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for the most part, yeah, I'd say more so maybe on Blizzard's end. The games
Hmm.
aren't doing great. I did find the major reason why they did kind of hold the
Go ahead, say it. Say it.
it's because they're concerned that the future of cloud gaming would be limited if this purchase went through. That was their most major concern.
Right.
Apparently. Which I can see what they mean.
Bro, but
Because
cloud gaming's so far away though. Like Stadia
true,
flopped.
true, but I think what they're thinking is maybe so if Microsoft buys it and then like I guess because they
Yeah,
already
yeah.
started doing cloud gaming, if they
Mm-mm.
sell it, they will be like they monopolize it almost
Right.
completely. I
Yes.
think that's what they're thinking. But a lot of other services are already doing it.
No, no,
But
I
a lot
get
of
that.
others aren't.
To
So
be
I don't
fair,
know.
I think I legit 100%. I don't believe that statement.
I
Currently.
mean
Like
that's
from
from them.
no, I
It's from
get
them.
that, but like for me, it's like I think it's more they've got a monopoly. I 100% think it's more than monopoly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's their biggest reason why they denied it. Apparently.
No, no, I trust that reason. I just don't think the reason is like when I say I didn't trust it before, I meant like I trust their reason, but like it's not a reason of the now. That's for the
Yeah.
future. You know what I mean? That's a
Mm.
future concern. But like I said, like and like of course Twitter and like Reddit, or probably Reddit as well. They get angry saying that Sony just wants COD on.
What they do. It's quite
Obviously
obvious.
they do. COD makes a lot of money. You know what I mean? COD makes a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
but to be fair, like I don't think that like Microsoft will stop
Pushing it.
will not release it on on like the Sony platform.
I mean, they want more money, so they
Well,
might as well go for it.
well, first of all, like, because I've heard like so many things. We don't want to break up friendships and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which like we've just very recently. When I say recently, I mean within the last 2 to 3 years. Yeah, we've
Mm.
only just gotten like
Or cross-platform.
cross
Or
platform. Yeah, like okay, you've got cross platform, right?
yeah.
And then like some people because like that was a big issue. Like when you went to go buy a console, you'd ask all your friends, what do you guys got? You know
What
what
you
I
get?
mean?
Yeah. What are you guys getting? Yeah.
What do you guys have? What are you guys getting? And then like people would get like what I mean, all the same. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
Whereas like now, like no one cares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
People just
most
play.
games have cross platform. Not yeah,
Yeah.
most of yeah. That's why the question is like that like why like and then they've said like we are gamers and all that stuff. Yeah, you're gamers, and then let's say you do get rid of COD. Like COD's like a huge platform, people play it all the time. Well then that cross platform becomes like null and void. Cross platform between
Yeah.
console and PC, but like Xbox, not to PlayStation. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Right.
Yeah.
And then like again, and then all the money would be flowing to you anyway, like all the sales on
Yeah.
PlayStation or whatever. You know what I mean?
And true. And then if, for instance, if they do that, like they do cut it off from PlayStation, whoever's playing on PlayStation will just pick up another game. You know what I mean? They'll
That
just
is
play something
true.
else.
That is true.
Yeah. So however way you do it, you're gonna if you try to implement it, you are cutting
Yeah,
a
because
profit.
like it's what's it called, sir? COD will not be going exclusive. There will be so many other games that will go exclusive, but COD won't be one of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
like I don't see how I don't see how like at all it would be a smart idea to make it an exclusive.
Yeah, and I don't get how people are saying it is. Like we've got no confirmed facts.
The only thing we have is the deal they have with Sony currently. That's it. Like their contract, and that's it. That's all we have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But other than that, we don't have much else to go off of. Other
Yeah.
than this deal, of course.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
obviously we don't have anything unless like anything.
Unless they reveal some stuff like, oh, we're gonna do it or we're not. Like
Yeah, like nothing's
they
been
can
revealed.
say,
Plus, like the deal hasn't even gone through, so you can't like they can't confirm
yeah,
anything. So yeah, it's only the future will hold.
yeah, because they can always just lie. Like
Yep.
they've done it before, so it's like,
Mm. And again, like people are, again, like I said, people are saying it's a Sony like unfairness because Sony always goes buys stuff and like because of Sony's exclusivity, but then like again, like Sony's in-house studios are building games. That's why Sony has so many more exclusivities.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they just have straight out like more studios in house and they're just making games for 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but like again, like this all this stupid theory of like Sony, like you know what I mean, like the CMA is like pro Sony. It's not the case. That's not the case.
Of course not.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't be surprised if like Sony's like trying their best to make this deal not go through.
yeah, but it's also like didn't Nintendo also have like a hold in like Nvidia as well? Like there's also Nvidia.
They had to get a lot of things from like a lot of different companies to help support claims.
Yeah,
And like I think the reason Nintendo was involved because like Microsoft's like, all right, if like this deal goes through, we'll get Nintendo, hot on Nintendo or something like that. It was a bit odd, but it was like, yeah, okay, sure. And they had to get like GeForce because of I think like or Nvidia because of some sort of like
yeah, cause
statistic.
yeah,
Because it was
something.
actually a Steam at one point, I believe,
Yeah,
for
no,
well,
it's well, it's an interesting take. Anyway,
yeah,
we'll see how this goes. And we'll discuss it when when that happens.
yeah. It's like wait, before we end it, it's like remember when Epic and Apple were at each
Yeah,
other's
yeah,
throats?
yeah. No.
Like,
Yes,
they
I
always had
remember
to
that.
get like other companies to tell, like
Yep,
to
yep.
say stuff.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm,
so
mm.
it's a whole like fiasco.
No, no, I get that. I get that. Obviously, yeah.
So yeah,
Yep. Okay, enough about that. Let's jump to a Microsoft exclusive game that came out
ooh,
that flopped. Redfall.
oh no,
It fell.
it fell. I mean, it fell.
It fell into the red zone.
It fell. It fell. It fell and became a puddle of red.
It fell and hit the red in terms of
That's not
sales.
really a good name, is it? Redfall. I don't know.
Well,
That's just
I mean, like to be fair, right? The
yeah,
game's name is how the reputation went.
yeah. I guess so.
They should have said green up. Your sales went up in green. You know what I mean? You know the charts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have said green up. Okay.
It is quite sad that it's by a good studio though.
Well,
The developer.
let's be frank. Let's be frank, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We started off hearing that you need it online to play single player. Okay. As soon as you hear that, like, all right, not a bad start. Like, yeah, we'll promise to fix it. Has not been fixed yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means like because you know if they say they promise to fix it and it comes out fixed, that means you didn't have that many issues. You solving issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean they did say they will try to fix it. I'll
Yeah,
try
but what
to
I'm saying is
do
it's
it.
interesting because like had they said that and they actually fixed it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That mean, but like that means they must have been doing so much debugging until release. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's what I'm.
guess.
Yeah.
Or
So
something else.
yeah. Okay. So that happened. Then of course you went to IGN and put a trailer, out, right? IGN's trailer looked awful. Not trailer, gameplay.
Yeah. I mean that was on the
However, like we saw clips on the internet, and like the gameplay looked way better when you watch the clips on the internet.
right.
Right. So I was like, oh, maybe it's not as bad as like you know what I mean. IGN showed off because maybe IGN's player was not that great. And then of course there was the 30 FPS on console.
Yeah.
We get to launch day, and then like if you put like all three issues, well, the second one's not really an issue. I mentioned the second one was just IGN being IGN. If you put all three sources together, you knew it wasn't going to be good.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
guess so.
building up to this moment. Like,
But it's even worse.
yeah, 100%. It's even worse. Like, some of the stuff is like that's outrageous. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, can't even maintain a 30 FPS and stable with 30 FPS on console.
yeah,
But, like, there's no online matchmaking, so that means you can only play with friends. So that brings down like the community because you can make friends via the game that doesn't exist.
yeah. You just have to like find some people. I guess be very hard.
No, when you find no
Like you
matchmaking.
find
Yeah.
like yeah, but I mean you have to find like maybe like on a Discord or something. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like
You gotta find people,
yeah,
or you gotta find like
like
a
how
Reddit
it was
community or something.
like how it was back in the day. Yeah, it was like like a way harder. Don't know why it's just kind of dumb.
That's all good. It's all good.
And
Loot
then
is not inspiring. The multiplayer, the progression's really weird. Only the main person can progress, like their story, where you go back if you know what I mean.
feels like when you go back, everyone else is just still at the beginning,
Well, not
and
still
then
at the beginning, still where they were before they
at the
joined
top,
the party.
yeah,
Um,
and then like what enemy AI sucks,
Terrible. Yeah.
and the open
Just
world was kind of crap.
the open
So
world's empty. All these things that you hear about, like, to be fair, how many games have we said that about? Like, open world AI terrible. We said that about Forspoken. Here it is again, same issues. Um,
uh,
Pretty much.
pretty much. I mean, what's the word?
Animations are jank. Like, that's
Yeah,
probably we didn't say in other games. Yeah,
I mean the only good thing is it's like what graphics.
graphics and apparently gunplay isn't too bad. Like, as in like they
Yeah.
feel alright. But like other than
So,
that, it's like
so if the game works, we're probably gonna have a decent time with it, but other than that, it's kind of rough. It's not surprising though, because like, what's the other game they made? Deathloop also had like AI problems and a bit of glitches, but other than that, it was like it
yeah,
was good enough. You know what I mean? But this one seems like
yeah.
we
But
just
like this one is way
yeah,
worse. Like this is
yeah.
one where like the only fun you're gonna get is playing with friends. But then playing with friends is always like fun no matter what you do.
I
Nine
mean,
times out of ten. 9 times out of 10.
I wouldn't be surprised if like this game was in development with Deathloop
Deathloop,
in development. If you get what I mean?
which is sad because like it's made by it's this Arcane Studio, which is the studio
Yeah,
that made Dishonored, which is actually a good game.
yeah, really good game. So it's just like, yikes, how the mighty have fallen. But it's
Yes,
like, also I guess the paint was a bit on the walls when you look at Deathloop, and it's kind of like holes.
yes.
But it's like, but then I don't know. This game just it came out out of a worse state.
Okay,
No, it's a
again,
weird case. It's like I don't know.
it's another triple A failure. This is nothing new. This is just probably the standard we've got for the past few games. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong with that. It is kind of standard now.
yep. Alongside Redfall, who fell, Star Wars
Jedi Survival.
also didn't do too hot.
Yeah. Geez, it's PC port.
Was it?
Back
It was console. I think console was also pretty bad.
console, I think the biggest problem on console was frame rate.
Yeah.
But that was on cutscenes for the most part. But
Mm.
like overall, it worked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On PC, I cannot say the same thing.
Okay. This did for me, like I'm gonna be honest, right? For me, this was really unexpected
Yeah,
because
especially
yeah, especially since the last game was good.
yeah. Last game was good, and it might have a bit of bugs, but it was not like a state like this. I can't like this current state.
For me, I
So
feel
it's
like this
like
game. I feel like so this game, like I don't think it's a bad game. Like this doesn't look like a
no,
bad game. Whereas what
people
we
say
just discussed, Redfall was a bad game.
like this game is a good game, but if you're playing on PC, it's like you have to give it some time until the bugs are fixed before you
Yeah,
play it,
I think this is like if they just said, oh, we're ironing out some kinks and then like had a 1 month delay, I think this would have been perfect.
or maybe a couple months. Yeah, I mean, was it delayed? I remember. I think I remember.
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about this. Um.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Well, you needed a
Um,
second delay. You needed a second delay.
it was delayed a month apparently already. So I think it was supposed to come out in March and it got delayed to
But
later.
like I said, this is it. Because for me, this is a. It's so weird because this is like people are excited for the sequel of Jedi's what is it? Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order, yeah. Star
Yeah,
Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
yeah. People are excited for the sequel of that game, and then like whereas Redfall, like I don't know, people had mixed. You know what I mean? So there
That
wasn't.
one's like I guess a new IP.
Yeah,
Most
exactly.
yeah. Well, this one I get it had the prequel was good and it was a good game and it proved EA wrong and
Yeah, it proved
whatnot.
it wasn't like one of their best single player like games
It
they released.
was like and then it was like it performed really well sales wise.
Mm. So you think that like they want to perfect this? Okay, maybe some unexpected things happen at the end which caused like this. You know what I'm saying? But like I said,
Yeah,
like we'll wait.
I mean they did
And
put out notice saying that they
I
will
mean,
fix.
obviously, but the different like obviously they're gonna do that, like right? And just like how long's it gonna take? Like, cause this is when we're like, like whenever a game is always released buggy,
Yeah,
after they solve it, probably all the player base is gone. So I don't know. This unlike Redfall, which I think like is gonna be dead by the time the game they fix the bugs or whatever. Um, this game I think might have a player base, and if it fixes, I think the game will be great. But yeah, I'm not sure how did that happen. Like this is a game that because its predecessor is like so good.
so good. So yeah, just so we're clear, the Xbox and PlayStation ones did have bugs, but nowhere near as amount as PC.
Yeah, I agree. That's I know that. I know that. We
Just
said that the PC port was the worst version.
what by far the worst version.
Yeah, but you think that there's a
Right.
high player base for PC? That's
Yeah,
yeah.
and even with like a high rig, it still like struggled to even hit 30. And it was like, yikes. I mean, I would wait if you want to get the game. Wait until maybe it's been like give it a couple weeks or a month or two, and then maybe when it's at a playable state, maybe if you want to get it, get it. But I've heard the game like overall is good.
Yeah, no, the game is overall definitely should be good. Like you think like that,
And
like the team would build upon the previous game,
yeah,
which I 100% think they did. It's just
yeah,
unfortunate that there's bugs.
yeah. It's an unfortunate occurrence, but it's like, what can you do, kind of thing,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean the problem is we have too many unfortunate occurrences. Look at Redfall, unfortunate occurrence. Two games in the same month in the same week.
Yeah. Now people are just like, come on, Zelda, be fine, no
No,
bugs.
Zelda will be fine.
I mean,
Dude,
I think it
Zelda.
will, but you know what I mean? Like, they're probably like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude, no, Zelda will be fine. Like this thing was like is promised to be probably game of the year next year. That's what the
Or,
expectations are.
or Game of the Year this year, technically.
Yeah. But that's like the expectations, or at
Yeah,
least be nominated. You know what I mean?
right. Let's hope it meets the reality, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We've had too many
so
unfortunate
many
releases.
games. I mean, people would say like, what's the word? People thought initially, what's the game? Forspoken. People thought that game was gonna be amazing, and then oh god,
Yeah, but dude, see, but the problem with Forspoken is right.
the more they showed it, the worse it was.
Once they
So
showed like the set you needed, you were like, oh.
yeah,
Whereas
oh,
like for Zelda, we always see these trailers and all the trailers look
yeah,
great. We
look
we,
good,
we
right?
haven't heard anything. We you know what I mean?
I haven't heard anything bad from it.
Have they shown a gameplay trailer like
Yeah, they
yeah,
showed
and
multiple.
that one wasn't like they look good, right?
Yeah,
I haven't been chasing those, so I don't know.
I've seen a bit of one of them, and it looked good from what I
No,
saw.
but that's all you need. Like as in like
Yeah.
well like as in like when you look at Forspoken, like you think it's good, and then you see like the tweet they put, and you're like, hmm.
Hmm.
I wonder where this could go. Like once you see like a small like crack, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then like well, as it unravels, you think the small crack. It's like no, it's actually a big hole. You know what I mean? Whereas like yes,
Right.
there's some small cracks, and then once the game comes out, it's like oh, it's just a crack, and then like with a patch or two, smooths it out. You know what I mean?
True. But I mean, I was gonna say like this little small cracks. If there's a lot of them, it becomes one
Yeah,
big.
a hole.
Yeah, a whole.
But what I'm saying is like if just a small crack, sorry, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's like the patch is like cement. It'll come in and cement it over. You know, like day one patch or something, right? But then when you
Yeah.
hear something like you the setup you need is like to run the standard mode, you sit there and you're like, that's a big issue. That's a
Yeah,
whole in itself. So once you heard that, you were like, GG's.
yeah. At that point, yeah, basically.
All right. Any last words on Star Wars?
It's a good game. Think think I want to see some gameplay of it. It looks good from what I've seen. Like, I've seen a little bit of gameplay, and I've heard good things from it. But I hope the bugs get fixed quicker. Then, like, I hope it gets just fixed like very
See,
quickly.
my thing is, I think this is more like the higher ups were like, this is gonna make money, so we can't delay anymore.
Yeah,
This is the
true.
decision where I think the higher ups made the decision. You know what I mean?
Right.
If the higher ups, because they already delayed it, they're like, dude, the first one made money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We want the money now.
but I think they're also concerned they don't want to delay it further to compete with like other bigger games.
No, I also agree with that. But you think about it, if this game was not, if this game was a new IP that didn't have like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe they'll let it cook a bit more.
Correct. Because like, think about this: when the other game came out, like, no, Microsoft, EA were like memeing how like single player games don't like provide money, basically.
Yeah,
And they're like, they destroy their own statement with the game. So they're like, so like, all right, we're making number two, right? And we know the first one made a lot of money, right?
right.
And you'd think that every single player who played the original is gonna play the second. So
Yeah.
we
So
want to,
what?
we're expecting maybe the same or a more amount of revenue than the first one, you know?
True. Especially
And
since the first
yeah,
one became free on like PlayStation for like a month. So it's
yeah,
like, yeah,
because that's I think that's like, they were just for like anticipation of the next one, because
yeah,
you get all those players who haven't played the first one, and then like, let's say they
and
play it for the month and they enjoy it,
then second one comes
and
out.
then the second one comes out. Yeah, exactly, and they go
Yeah.
buy the second one. So it's like legit a marketing strategy. You
The
know what I
problem
mean?
is they
Yeah,
couldn't pay the actual. They couldn't like get the game 100% like
yeah.
polished.
Unfortunate,
So
unfortunate.
yeah, smart idea, but didn't pan out too well.
Well, no, the marketing would still start idea because it's on PlayStation. PlayStation didn't have the buggy version.
Hmm.
But yeah, unfortunate,
But
because
like,
like, yeah, unfortunate, because now word of mouth goes around and it's buggy, and then you like, because of course misinformation sometimes spread, so you don't know, like, when someone says the game's buggy, you
yeah,
know what I
people
mean?
think it's everywhere. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. They'll think it's everywhere. Exactly. All right. Let's talk about like one of our favorite companies to talk about.
Okay.
Square Enix.
Oh yeah, my favorite company.
Yeah, Square Enix decided, let's stop investing in NFTs and invest in the next best thing, AI.
Oh my god, a genius
Because
strategy.
of course,
Until
Square,
they showed up area
Square Enix likes to chase fads.
fads, trends, yeah, all that.
Well, to be fair, AI is not a fad, but like, yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's it's getting popular. So
yeah. There's a
yeah,
trend. There's a trend.
yeah.
All I can say, what can I say? Like, you
Well,
like, there's nothing to say here. All I can
like,
say is like, well, I've got nothing to
well,
say.
at least explain what it is.
Yeah, so they added like, they remade a game but added an AI element that supposed to be able to, detective game. I don't know what the game's called. But
Let me search it up real quick.
yep. What I understand is like, they made it like AI interactable. Like, it'll pick up words so you can understand much more easier than other games where you have to type up specific statements. So this should assist. And it's a tech dev. It's like not an official game. And
The
yeah,
this okay, this is a good. This is a weird name. The Portopia serial murder case. That's what it's called.
the murder case. That's what I'm calling it.
Sure.
Um, DMC. Yeah, DMC. The murder case. Um,
But like, what's the
TMC.
word?
TMC. That's what I'm saying. What?
Sure. I was gonna say it's like when you go on Steam and you see it has a 14% positive review, you know it's backed.
Yeah, so like, but like to be fair, like Square Enix's like last good game was a long time ago. So yeah, I didn't have
Oh
hopes.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, at this point, yeah, it is a long time ago.
Yeah, so,
So they released Final Fantasy 16.
we need to remember that like this is the company that wanted to probably put their whole like department into chasing NFTs, and once that the hype for that died down, then they put their department into developing AIs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like saying that the AI is rough around the edges
Uh,
is being
understandably.
generous.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
being generous.
non-existent, fam. It's non-existent
Yeah.
because if an AI, which isn't like isn't it a machine learning algorithm? I think that's what AI is. Um,
The artificial intelligence.
artificial intelligence, which is basically a machine learning intelligence. That's what I think
Well,
it is, isn't it?
well, I think it's just supposed to be like what it's you're supposed to input commands and it does something based on those commands, but it doesn't even read the commands
No, no,
properly.
I'm talking about an AI in general. It's
In
like a learning
general,
algorithm, I think,
I guess it's like
because it's got other things, but their main function is to learn, right?
yeah. I mean,
Right,
it could be done in different ways, but yeah, basically.
right. So like this is legit. Okay, I'm gonna explain. What they created is not an AI or a machine learning algorithm. They created like neither of these.
Yeah.
They've created you okay. So this game require okay. I'm just to let you explain the game. This game is like you ask questions and it tries to figure out where you want to go.
Yeah.
Based on like the AI is supposed to interpret what you say, so it's easier for you to input the commands. Like let's go here, let's go there, let's ask this. That's what it's supposed to be. You meant to make it super easy. However, the way the game is made is that you have to be super specific.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean? It means that it's this problem. The AI, it's either the AI is like so stupid, right? Or the other one is
It's
like
too complex.
what? Sorry, what did you say?
Too complex just for normal use.
Right? No, or like to be fair, what they did was they put an if statement. Okay, my programming
Basically,
knowledge. Yeah, I mean, serious. My programming knowledge is not
I,
the best, but it's like we put an if statement, right? And there's like if this is what's input, do this action, right? And
I
if
think
this is
to be honest,
what
I think it's that, but like, what's the word?
a
Kind of
giant
like
if statement.
related.
What?
It's kind of like if, for instance, if user says something like this, do this. Imagine that, but like large scale
That's exactly what
and
I'm saying. I was gonna say that because
incorporated.
it's like an if else statement where it's got like multiple if statements where it's like if this specific, if this is exact specific, the exact specific wording, the exact specific spelling, right?
Yeah,
And then like else, it's like the or I'm not sure about that because like those are the other two that like people get like when the AI doesn't understand. And then like
yeah,
you have to put the specific quotes. It's like what or like you know what I mean? That's but like I don't think they did that, but like that's what it feels like.
yeah.
And the reason why I don't think they did that is because apparently, like, other than like that, there's another bit in the game. I don't know if you saw this, but I saw this like after investigating it further. Like, because I know I did a basic investigation that of this topic. Right,
Okay.
is that it's just like your basic. It doesn't tell you what to do. But apparently, if you do further investigation, there's another bit where you can talk to like characters
Yeah,
in another section, and then like you can ask characters question, but then like the characters interpret them as some of the characters like, interpret as the completely nonsensical things. Like one of the character you ask question to, it's like, "Are you trying to flirt with me?" It's like, "What? What? Like what?" I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
Okay, so I'm assuming if you ask them something like something like that, they could respond like that, but instead it breaks and just acts dumb.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like, it's that's what I'm saying. Like maybe the AI is super dumb state. Okay, obviously the if statement was taking it a bit too far. Like obviously they say AI, they have to do a promised AI because if someone investigates and it's not an AI, you know what I mean? They can get into big trouble. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it
False,
is an
false
AI,
market. Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying. It's not an
well,
if statement. It's not an if statement. That's what I'm
no,
trying
it's
to
not
get
an
at.
if statement, but it's like, how can we? Oh, kind of saying in a way that make sense to others.
Right, 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 right. Yeah.
But it seems like that. Imagine it. I don't think it is like that, but it's a simple AI that kind of probably looks at like specific characters, and then just based on those characters, it like outputs specific statements. But then
Mm.
fails to do that.
No, I completely agree. I
But
completely agree.
but it's like it just fails at every single objective because it was probably done in a dumb way or in a very complex way, and
It's
it just
either that, like, they don't have AI engineers or AI researchers.
or it was just spaghetti code.
That is
You know what I
because,
mean?
like, remember, like, yeah, I completely agree. But what I'm saying is, like, remember, right?
Yeah.
They put all their money into NFTs. So you really think that? I think they got rid of like so much stuff. You know what I mean?
So maybe
Because this is the company that legit, like, when they said Happy New Year, we're gonna go into NFTs. This is the company that did that. Remember?
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, you think that, like, they put all their focus on NFTs. They got all these workers working pretty much on NFTs and games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're like, they probably fired all the other staff, or like, wasn't there like they merged or something? Like they had like
They
all this stuff,
merged. They merged with the developers of Forspoken.
right? But like, you think
Yeah.
about that, right? And then they tell their staff, all right, let's make a quick AI demo because we no longer NFTs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How were their staff supposed to learn how to make an AI algorithm, or at least a simple machine learning intelligence? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure myself.
That's what I'm saying. Like they didn't have the time. What have they made? Of course, it was always going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It's funny because they even because I'm on the Steam page. They put what it does in here, but clearly none of this works.
Right, right, right. Yeah.
So it tells you what it does and how it works, but it doesn't work that way at all. And they kind of stuffed up.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say on Square Enix? Not AI, Square Enix. We'll delve more into AI.
Um, finish just release Final Fantasy at this rate. Get your money.
Final
And
Fantasy.
give me a whatchamacallit, Just Cause game,
Do
right?
you want them to continue into this AI? Because remember, this is an AI demo. So whatever their next game is probably gonna have the AI. Should they stop or should they continue?
If they're gonna depending on what they use the AI for, it depends. So if they're gonna use it for a large scale game that could be more complex, no. If they're gonna use it for something like this, but it actually works, then I don't really mind. But if it doesn't work, then don't do it at this rate.
I don't
Just
trust. I don't trust Square Enix though.
I don't trust them either at this rate. But it's like they do have good developers, but they didn't use it on this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're
Okay.
all
Fair enough.
currently all working on Final Fantasy. It's
All right.
clear. It's quite obvious. You know what I mean?
Yep. I agree.
So it's
And
like
now I'm scared for Final Fantasy as well.
maybe, but like there was like a showcase at one point and it looked good in my opinion.
Yeah, fair.
So
But we spoke about marketing earlier
yeah,
and like
yeah.
um.
I mean, could be. You never know, man.
All right. Okay, your thoughts on this AI technology? Let's start. Let's talk about the technology, right, of AI
Yeah.
in the gaming industry. Let's start talk about the gaming industry, right?
Okay. It could be okay. AI could be used for specific things, but I think currently they're trying to, I guess, cut corners and use AI for kind of like trying to do certain things for the
No, no.
developers.
Okay, I agree with
In
you on that case. But I want to say where do you want to? Okay, so no, that's not the question I meant. I meant the question I'm trying to say is obviously like where do you want to see AI in video games go? Not where it is now.
oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay. What do I
Because like
want to?
where it is now is we've seen two examples of AI. You know what I mean? Like, example
Yeah.
one is whatever Square Enix showed.
Right.
And example two is whatever Ubisoft's gonna make.
Right. With the
We have not
Unreal.
heard, and they're both like very untrustworthy companies. We are yet to hear about like a solid company what they want to do. So I'm just saying, where do you want AI to be in the future? Like in game, just game.
Okay. In gaming, if you want me to be completely honest, how it's currently being used before all of this began, how it's like for like
Mm, mm,
NPCs,
mm,
enemies, all that.
mm.
That's but way more advanced and
Mm.
maybe used for specific cases. Because I mean, there have been like AI like it's like some open world games. You know, some AI do some specific
Mm,
things in the environment, or some other games where like Shadow of Mordor or whatever, they have like a system
mm,
which
mm.
it can influence gameplay. Like
Yep.
if they can have stuff like that, which kind of uses AI, but
Mhm.
it improves either the gameplay or the what's the word I'm looking for? The one where like you believe like it's an actual world. Oh, I can't remember
Yep.
what the
Yep.
word.
I get what you're
It's
saying.
more believable. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
Even something like that, I'm fine with for the most
Okay.
part. I like to be like something like that, or something just out of this world. Like kind, like you know what I mean? Like because everything regarding AI is kind of very simple so far.
Yep.
Like if someone can just like, all right, we're doing this and it works, like cool, sure.
Yeah. No, I
uh
agree.
like I remember what No Man's Sky, how it's like all just like generated,
Yeah. Yeah.
like towards space and all that. That
Yep.
was cool. It's something like that, but like on a like maybe different, but something like on that kind of scale. That could be cool if it uses AI.
For me,
That will work.
yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, but if it works, I mean. But
Oh,
that's
right.
my kind of want. How
So
about
what
you?
I see is that I want to see a platforming game, right? Just a platformer, right?
Sure.
Or like a 2D game where like each level tries to get harder and harder based on like it learns the player's skill level and then builds the world around that. That's what I'd like to see.
All right.
To the point where like if you're like really good at the game, the next level is going to be really hard. Like as in like they'll put like traps or like enemies like variety and make the level more difficult. And then obviously the more you let's say you lose like 10 or 15 times, it tries to make it a bit easier and like you know what I mean, change the whole layout. You know what I mean, so that you can clear. So the whole point of the game is to make it clearable, but like like so it's like self improvement. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like a self improvement. That's the sort of thing I see AI doing. It's like self improvement. Like level one is so easy, and they're like, all right, we know that, and we know the areas that like this person needs to go. Let's remake the level, but let's add all of these stuff. You know what I mean?
That's a cool concept. I've seen something similar, but not
I
again
have
like
seen.
demos. The thing is, AI gets so smart, it actually like, exploits the game. The
Oh yeah,
demo
but if you
itself.
build it properly, if you build it like, because you
Yeah,
can build like, and you can put limitations to the AI, but I think that'd be so cool. Where it's
that
like,
would be cool.
because like it's just a self improvement where it's like you are constantly improving because it's a game where like you know what I mean. It's you're just constantly improving at the game to the point where like at the end it's like can you beat the AI or something? You know what I
I
mean?
guess. I mean, the only problem is you would have to whoever's testing it would have to be good enough to know
No,
to
I
get to
get
the
that, I
point
get that,
where
but
maybe the
I
AI
think that'd
would
be so
be.
cool,
Yeah,
genuinely so cool. Other than
I
that, I'd
remember.
like to see what? What'd you say?
I was gonna say I remember seeing like a tech demo where like these AIs had like an objective. Can't remember what the objective was, but there was like two teams.
Yeah.
But like towards the end, the AI, both of the AI teams would exploit to keep the objective to themselves. But
Mhm.
it's like, I get what you mean, and it sounds, and I like to see that. It seems interesting.
My other thing is like I'd like to see what Square Enix did, but for like just other games, you know, like not other games, not for a whole game. It's like sometimes like you know what I mean. There are games
Well,
that like it has like pick an option or like you know what I mean. You have to write the sentence or something. You know what I mean?
so like a game like Square Enix's, but works
Well,
without them.
as in like no, like it's like part of the game is to answer questions or something. Yeah, not the
Hmm.
whole game, not the whole game, right? You get what I'm saying?
I kind of get what you mean. Like
So there
certain
are some
sections.
games like that. There are some games like, and then like let's say you spell it wrong or something. Like yeah, we'll know what you're trying to say, or you know what I mean? Like it's similar to what this is. You know what I'm saying? You make a spelling
Yeah.
mistake, it will understand what you're trying to say. Or like instead of saying it the way that the game wants to say it, you say it in your own words. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. But it still gets it.
Yeah, like as in like yeah, it's I don't know how to say it. It's like, but yeah, it's
That,
very similar to Square Enix's, but not the
yeah,
whole
that
game
would be
revolves around that. Like no, I'm not
right.
talking about that.
If you did that, you'd have to probably train it though, so it
Mm-mm.
like get stuff like that. I mean, AI is like AI is complex as it is. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean like we've seen the future of AI pretty much. Just a quick few words of AI because as you can
Yeah.
see, we've got AI art that's like doing art now. What else have we got AI? We've got
too.
Chat GPT. We've got AI VTubers. There's a whole bunch of stuff AI wise, and
Yeah.
the AI takeover is real.
We've got AI voice changes, all
Yep, you've
that.
got AI voice changes.
I mean, get ready for it to take over because it's
Yeah,
only going
get
to
ready,
get better.
get ready. I think the next one, I think the next big thing, which I think is actually beneficial, it would be AI translators.
That would be pretty good. Although I think that'd be harder.
Well,
Because
yeah, but
like
like, let's say, like,
already simple translators already are quite they're
right,
quite
right, right. But like,
bad.
if it can, like, for example, right, I understand simple translators, right? But the
Mm.
problem is, okay, like, simple. The problem with simple translation is that there are some things that cannot be translated from one language to another.
Yeah.
Word for word, I'm talking about, right? So
Sure,
if
yes.
the AI can pick up your word and translate it in a way that it means very similar, you know what I mean? If there's no exact wording to what your statement, you know what I mean, is
Yeah.
in another language, right?
Right.
Whether it be just like text messages. Let's say you want to text instead of like, you know, like you like Google Translate this, you know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of using Google Translate, right? Like there is a stronger translate, and it's like it'll translate it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that one has to be like that for me. I think it's very scary because like if there's no mistranslation, it could be very bad.
Sure.
But yeah, like if you can learn, like, you know what I mean. But that's just like that's like getting hundreds of translators in a room and then like teaching the AI via translation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is though, if you want to do stuff like that, different dialects and all that, also like
100%.
pretty
But I
hard.
think
Yeah.
it'd be a huge help. Like I think this one, if you do that, it'd be massive. Obviously, I think just for text, like, you know what I mean, it's better than like, how do you say it? Not better. I mean, you still want IRL translators. I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But like I'm saying is like, well, the scenarios where you can't get IRL translators, you're sending a text message to someone else in a different language. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
So it's a way around it, but it's
exactly. Or like, let's say you're sending a document overseas and you want this document translated,
true.
and then like you Google Translate it, and then like Google Translate, and like, you know, it's like sometimes potato. You know what I'm saying?
I think we just need a better translator, I think we just need a better global translator at this rate.
Yeah, maybe you get maybe in those scenarios when talking about documents, you do get
Like an official
an
translator.
official translator, or but
Yeah.
like to make it easier, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
you want to send it in a hurry, you put it in this AI translator. Someone just quick does a quick read of it. The translator, they're like, "Yep, send it over." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, you can do that anyway. Like we're just talking about like where how far it
Well,
goes.
well,
Yeah, I know, but like
yeah.
every obviously the one thing AI needs to fix, we need to fix, I think, is like the legal aspect of AI. That's the
Yeah.
like that has to be like finalized because unlike the NFTs where like no, there was no legal aspect. We need legal aspects for AI. I know I bring up NFTs for no reason, but like that's what I'm trying to get at.
Sure. I mean,
Because
they're
already
both
with
pretty.
like what we're saying.
I was gonna say NFTs at one point they were stealing art, but this uses already
Yeah,
art,
exactly. Without using, yeah.
and
Well,
it,
that's AI art. There's probably like a whole bunch of other stuff.
I hate it. Honestly, I hate AI art. Not hate how it looks, but I hate how it like kind of like anytime you look at an art feed, it's hard to escape it kind of thing.
What do you
It's
say?
kind of
Oh,
like
art what?
so AI art.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate that the fact that it just covers your entire feed if you try to look at art. Like if you're trying to like
Oh,
search up a
yeah,
specific
yeah, yeah,
work
yeah,
of
yeah.
art,
Because like
yeah,
it's because it's like how do you say it? It's very easy to do.
you need to do, yeah. But it's like just like bruh. It's annoying. It's
No,
really
see,
annoying.
AI art is like that. What's it called? Like AI art is that one. What is it called? Trope. It's like, oh, I'm gonna watch like it's all the same tropes. You're like,
Yeah,
bruh, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
When you look through like movies and stuff, like, oh, they all use the same tropes. You're like, bruh, and like AI art is like they all AI art. Like, bruh, I just want to look at art, real art. You know what I mean?
yeah.
At
Like if you
that
search up,
point, what would you say?
I was gonna say if you can search up like something like I wouldn't be surprised if you look at images, you'd see some of them which they are.
Yeah, but like,
Well,
I think like on apps, there are like certain apps.
yeah,
There should be a button where it's like AI on, AI off.
hopefully
Right,
there should
because
be.
and I hope this is for like like what's it called? Because you know what I mean. It's like you know how like there are some like I'm not sure about how to say this, but you know how like there are some things that have tags. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like if
Yeah.
you're on a maybe if you're on a website that just specifies with art, there will definitely be tags for it.
No, no, I know that. Like you know, like there's some websites they said like avoid this tag.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like if
so you
all
get filter
like
tags.
what? Yeah, it's like avoid the AI tag or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because
What'd
they
you
just
say?
flood, because they just flood stuff.
No, that's true, but that's just
Yeah,
because like it's like it's
very
very easy to make.
yeah.
I don't blame them. Like you know what I mean?
I mean, I've tried it. Again, I don't blame the people who use it. It's just
It's because
it gets
like
annoying though. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. It gets very annoying trying to find art.
yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Yeah. Oh, this character from this show. Let me see if they've art of this character. Oh, it's AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like for me, I don't really like the AI art like design at the moment, but like I think as it gets better, like you're gonna be like,
It will get better.
oh
The thing is, it's
man.
easy to notice AI, but
Well,
it
yeah,
will
it's
get
very
better.
easy to notice at the moment, but like as the AI grow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, it's like as AI gets better, as they
Mm-mm.
it should get better. Unless you're Square Enix, it gets worse. But it should get better over time.
Yes, you are right. Um, okay. So, any final words on
Um, Square Enix's AI is more A than I. Boom.
more A than I,
Yeah,
more artificial than intelligent?
yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, let's talk about the promise that we made. If you guys watched last time, we said that there would be a certain movie that we will watch, and lo and
Yeah,
behold, we watched it.
right. So I guess spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie.
We should probably mention the movie.
Yep. Puss in Boots.
The Last Wish.
The last. What was it?
The Last Wish.
The Last Wish. Fair
So
enough.
yeah. So if you haven't seen the movie, skedaddle.
Skedaddle, skedoodle. Yeah. So, where do we begin with this? It's a good
How about
movie.
you start with your
It's a good
thoughts?
movie. It's a good movie.
I've seen the movie before,
It's a
so
good movie. It's a good movie.
yeah, it is a very good movie.
It's a good movie. Animation's great.
It's very good.
This is very good. The animation's good. I, I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. I knew it was going to be good, but I enjoyed it way more than anticipated. Um, yeah, it's very good. Like I don't know, I didn't. There was like it flows really nicely. The pacing's great. There's always something on the screen. It's always interesting. Characters are uh, not one dimensional. They're two dimensional.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going. They're complex. What I mean is not one dimensional. Yeah. What else did they to say?
The movie itself has like a lot of themes, and it
Yeah,
carries
it
it out.
does have it does have a lot of themes. The
It has
plot's
like a
great.
plot, subplots, character development.
What did the critics say? Did the critics say this movie was crap? I'd be so upset.
I think I'll go back on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think yeah, the critics have it 1% higher than the audience has it.
Okay, good. I thought this
Critics
was
has
another
the
Mario movie scenario.
critics has it on 95%, audience has it on 94%.
I was hoping this wasn't gonna be another Mario movie scenario.
Nah, because this movie, it's like anyone can watch it kind of thing. So
Well,
it
yeah,
makes
anyone
sense.
can watch the Mario movie, so I don't know what the critics were saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like they haven't seen Mario. Like, you don't have to watch. You don't have to see Shrek to watch this movie. You don't have to see Puss in Boots before. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And this movie, you could even say this movie is also catered to adults. To be honest, like it's like a family movie, but it's not like directed to children. It's like it really pushes that PG, not PG, I guess. It really pushes the catering to children thing because doesn't. It just caters to everyone. If it's like strong
No, you do
themes,
have a point there. You do have a point with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the whole entire movie is basically about how like what, like mortality. You know,
No, the whole movie is
and
about Puss in Boots' growth and how like.
yeah, and how he deals with mortality.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Because he's on his last life, so it makes
Mm-mm.
sense. And dealing with death, dealing with the anxiety of it and whatnot. But then, like pushing, I guess, through it
Yeah.
with his friends and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that this movie also had like a lot of villains.
Yeah, this movie.
That you know,
I'd have like it's more complex characters than villains. Like I wouldn't even
yeah,
classify the characters as villains.
yeah, definitely. What's the word though? It's like what I was trying to say is I like how some of them changed throughout the film and how some didn't. Some
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
stayed.
Yep. Yep.
Like what Jack Horner just evil throughout the entire film. Doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Jack
Or
Horner
like
is like yeah, he's stupid.
he's
Throughout
like
the
a
whole thing.
classic villain basically.
Yeah. Yeah. He is like the main villain.
Well, it's like I don't know, like Goldilocks and the Bears, kind of like they're just like a family trying to kind of do their own like
Right.
thing.
Right. Like this is more of like a movie where like everyone's trying to chase one goal. So it's not really a villain movie. I'd classify it as this is like the movie where everyone's trying to chase one goal. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everyone is trying to get something.
Right, and at the end, like everyone pretty much got everything except for Jack Horner, which
Oh, except
classified
that.
him as the main villain. You know what I mean? It's like how do you say it? It's like a one of those like the those like I don't know if you've seen it, like it's those racing movies where like you think that others are all like enemies, but they're not. You know what I mean? We're all just trying to get to
Yeah,
the end, and they're doing whatever is necessary to get to the end. And then there's
right.
always one guy who like actually tries to screw up everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I
So
get what you
that's
mean.
basically everyone's just trying to get their own goal, and once they realize like we've already have our goals, you know what I mean? You can see the
Yeah,
one Jack Horner, it's true color where he's like it just wants to be evil, basically.
basically. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
No, no,
the
I
music
really
is
like that one.
great.
Yeah,
The original songs are fantastic.
I like the choreography, like
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I
how
know it's
even if
great.
like because even in the action scenes they include dancing and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The choreography is
whatnot.
great.
Yeah. I really like Death as a character.
Yeah, Death the character is a great character. He's cool. His design is cool.
If you want to, if there's a way to, I guess, because because this movie is not a horror movie,
No, it's not.
like not, but it's
No,
like
no.
this is a way. He's kind of like the whistle is a way to like
He's meant to like
drive
send
fear.
chills down your send
Yeah,
chills down your spine. Yeah,
yeah, but it's done really well.
yeah.
Because other
It's done.
movies
It's
they will try, but it kind of like
no, no.
misses.
This is done
This one
well.
hits it.
This is done
Yeah,
well.
and I even like how he even changes kind of at the end. I was like, I was trying to look for a legend who was a fool of himself. He was like, no, I don't see him anymore.
But
Yeah,
that's not him changing. That's more Puss in Boots changing.
yeah, accepting, Puss in Boots' change if that
Oh
makes
yeah,
any sense.
yeah. He's accepted. Yes.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like and oh, bro, where are we? Pero, he's so good.
Dude, the guy. Yeah, he's great. I thought
I
he was
love
gonna be like
that.
comedic relief, but he's actually a great more than that.
I mean, he acts as one, but he's way more complex as a
No,
character.
exactly, exactly. Like that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. You think that he's just there for comedic relief, and my dude, he is way more than that.
Oh, yeah. To be honest, you could say he's like a tragic character with what he had gone through. But it's like, he also influences the change around him, and then
Yeah,
he did achieve his
he
goal.
is like
He
the
wanted to
catalyst
be.
of many characters change.
Yeah, I think he is, to be
He is.
honest.
He legit is.
And he did become what he kind of wanted to be. He wanted to be a therapy dog, and he did help Puss in that one scene where
Yes,
he was
he
like,
did. He did.
yeah, he was having like an anxiety attack basically.
Yep.
But I also did like the fact where like even though like they were aware that Puss was on his last life. They weren't like towards the end, but they weren't aware it was like a physical thing. Like he was being chased by it. Like if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. As in like you like yeah, I get what you're saying.
Hidden from them, and they weren't aware because like they would question K Softballs would question him like why did you do certain things, and he can't like
He
we
can't
wouldn't be able to
explain, fam,
explain.
until
Yeah,
yeah, until the end.
until
Like
the end
yeah,
where he's like, Death is chasing me. He's like, what do you mean? And then he hears the whistle.
yeah,
And he's here, and just like, bruh.
yeah. It's like I didn't think you actually met a real like the real death.
Yeah. So until I guess he did. Because I watched this twice. When I watched it originally, I thought they were aware until I realized like wait, they're actually not because there's no scene with them
No, exactly,
together.
because
There's
he
only
doesn't
one.
explain anything. He does not. Puss does not explain anything.
Yeah. Because even though there's technically one scene where he's there, but it's during a fight, so they wouldn't like
And like they
realize.
were looking forward, not behind what was chasing him.
Yeah. Whilst Puss, because he heard the whistle, he like, oh no, you know,
Yeah, no, he was just. It was.
he
I'm
was
thinking.
like
We're thinking about the
paralyzed.
same thing, right? He was escaping the crystals.
No, no, not scrubbing the
Oh,
crystals before
no, like
before
he
this.
got out of the crystals and he was running away, and then they saw him and they waited. That's what I thought.
Now I'm talking about the
Oh, you're
scene
talking
where
about the fight scene. Okay, no, no,
fight scene
yeah.
where he gets interrupted,
Okay,
like by the.
we're talking about two different things.
But it's good that we're talking about two different scenes because like it just shows how like even though we're talking about two different things, it still emphasizes the same thing. How
Oh
like
yeah,
they are
yeah. Yep.
yeah. Because yeah. Anyways, in that glass scene, they don't see him because he just kind of disappears. I guess.
That is true.
Yeah. I think the movie overall is great.
No,
I
this
love
movie is great.
pickles, but I don't know why that came into my mind.
Pickles.
Pickles. I love how he calls him. Soft pause says that to him, and he's like, "Who told
How
you
did
that?"
you? Who told you that name? It's like what? What are you talking about?
They don't drop any. Like they don't like forget about anything in this movie. Like they remembered everything.
Yeah, this movie is great.
Oh,
Like, no,
so
this
good.
movie is great.
Like, I didn't expect this movie to be good as it was until I heard people saying it's really good, and I'm like, all right. And then I went and watched it. And I'm like, oh, it is. And then I told you about it, and you're like, I need to watch it. And then we did.
It's like, yeah, I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
It
It's
didn't win
unfortunate I
the.
did not get to see it in cinemas. I wanted to. That would have been a phenomenal experience. I reckon.
You know what's funny though?
What?
I'm not sure if I told you this or not. But you know the awards? I don't remember which awards specifically, but like it was nominated for like the best animated movie. It didn't win it. Instead, what's the word? A Pinocchio movie won, and the people made the comparison that like Jack Horner lost again because you know how like that scene how
Oh
he
yeah. Dude, no, but wait, dude. The which Pinocchio movie? Like the is the one
no,
with the terrible.
there was three Pinocchio movies were released last year.
Uh, right.
Two of them were really bad. Like one of them was released by the one with the terrible voice. The
Mm-hmm.
other one was the Disney one, and then the last one was made by a specific guy who's really good, but he focuses on like stop motion. So it was like a stop motion animation, and that one,
Ah, got you.
won movie of the year. But that was oh not movie animated movie of the year, but that was like a
What was the
great moment.
category? What was the category?
It was animated movie of the year.
Uh, but then like how is stop motion animated?
Like it, I mean, it was done like like that kind of style. I think
Ah, got you,
if
got you,
that makes
got you,
sense.
got you, got you, got you. No, I understand. I
I'm
understand.
not 100% sure what it is, but
No,
it's
it's all
like
good. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
yeah. But
Unfortunate.
it's like it just like that one, but it's like the dude got nominated, so I mean, not
Yeah,
like
I know the memes. The Jack Horner lost again. Unfortunate,
you
my
know,
dude.
still so many memes regarding Jack Warner. It's so funny.
Yeah, I know, but there's so many memes regarding death. Like, have you seen like the memes on
Yeah,
the internet? Oh my god, that is so good.
maybe I'll tell you some after, but it's it's like what's the word? It's a really good movie in my opinion.
Mm.
I
Like I
think it was
said,
my
I wish I saw this in cinemas. This would have been this would have been a fantastic experience to see in
on like
cinemas.
one of the last days because like it
Oh,
came out during December. I watched it during like January,
right.
so I think
I'm unfortunate. Yeah. But it's still a great movie to watch. Um,
yeah. Recommendation: go watch it.
yeah, it's like a 9.5 out of 10.
It's like it's that's how good it is. It's like It's like either a 9.5 or it's like a 10 out of 10. That's how good. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I think honestly, I'd probably give it a 10. My personal opinion.
You know, this would have been one of my favorite. Like, I think would have been like the top animated movie.
Well, I mean, it came out technically last year.
No, like one of my top animated movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I watched it after a certain movie.
Yeah.
I saw Susan Man. Of course, I'm an anime lover, and like I think that movie's better. I'm just, oh, that movie was good.
How close are they? Would you say?
And oh, okay.
Would you say it's a big difference, or
Oh,
because you said this is
okay, for my love of anime, I think there's like obviously that's a huge bias,
of course
right?
it is. Yeah.
But like right,
Mm.
but like I don't know. I feel like it's got like I don't know. I like the themes of Suzume more. I feel like I sympathize more with it.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a reason why it's far higher.
Okay, understandable.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get you to watch it one day. It's a fantastic movie though. That one, but yeah, it's unfortunate. If I saw this before it, like, and I didn't see Suzume, for example, I would have rated it my best. But then, like, if I did see Suzume, I probably still rated that higher.
No,
Yeah, but yeah,
still,
no, because these are
uh,
these are both top tier movies. I mean, what did Rotten Tomatoes rank it as?
overall, I think last year they rated it as the number 4 most like animated movie of the year. Like out of 10, they like out of 10 like top 10 movies that's animated, they put it as number 4.
Oh, so no, okay. What I'm talking about how do you say it?
What?
What was like Puss in Boots rating in Rotten Tomato?
95%.
95%. Ah, right,
Yeah.
right, right. Which is very high.
Yeah.
But okay, if okay, because I don't know why I brought up Suzume.
Because
But
you keep talking about
yeah.
it.
Okay. So listen to this. Puss in Boots is 95 rated tomato meter in as a fresh in Water Critics and
Yeah.
94% in audience. Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up Suzume because of course I am. 96% in critics,
Okay.
98% audience.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's a bit higher. But like I
Yeah.
said, okay. Anyway, Suzume aside, I think that's a phenomenal movie. I want to talk about that. I'd love to just sit down and talk about Suzume as much as I want. Unfortunately, that's not what we're here for. We're here for Puss in Boots. This is right.
Yeah.
DreamWorks slapping Disney in the face again.
Sure.
This is just DreamWorks throwing another banger out there.
I mean, it is definitely a banger in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's a banger. It's a certified banger.
Yeah.
There is no. It's like it's anything above like, in my opinion, an 8 is a banger.
Yeah. I mean, this is my personal favorite movie of last year.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But I'm saying is like if you think about this, right? It is a
Yeah.
certified banger, but I'm saying it's like it's a slap in the face to Disney, right? Disney's films are like suck ass compared to this.
I mean, yeah. Recently, yeah, definitely.
Right. It's yeah. So,
Is it not nowhere near as like what's the word complex com it's nowhere near like as tight like rapidly tied like hand trying to my words. Okay, so basically, okay, see, imagine the movie, right? It's
yeah,
so tied, so like tight.
it's yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's a neat fit, like as in it's tied, like
yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Yep.
extremely well. I think it had like a 5-year development or something.
Mm.
So quite
Okay, okay, right.
yeah.
My question is obviously like this. Okay, when we say it's better than Disney's movies, right? We are not comparing it just to the animated movie. We're comparing it to all Disney movies because, of course, the live action remakes are
Oh yeah, if we're comparing it to them, yeah, this like absolutely poops on that.
everything. Right now, next thing, of course, is like this is right
Yeah.
the best, in my opinion, right? Western animated film like in terms of animation.
I agree. I think this is, yeah, I think I agree.
Because like before this, okay, what was the before this, what was the best Western anime? Because like I'm just talking about
Yeah,
Western, right? Because of course, like
about
what
overall or animation.
I'm talking about Western
Overall,
animation, Western animation,
like, but like in terms of just animation.
and terms of animation.
Ooh, well, maybe Spider Versus animation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right. And Spider Verse is getting a second movie. Hopefully, I'm excited for that. That's going to be a great movie. And I'm hoping that like they bring another A game to the animation, right?
Right.
But to be fair, like this is like where the animated I wanted to see go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I think the last one before Spider Verse.
You could probably
Uh,
say what's the movie? The one with the it was a Disney movie. I can't remember what it's called though.
yeah, but how long ago was that? You know what I mean?
I want to say a couple years back. Not
Right.
too long.
So because in my opinion, when I hear Western animating, okay.
Yeah.
Well, before Puss in Boots and before like everyone always talks about Avatar, the TV series.
Oh, you mean that? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not yeah, the Avatar the
What do you
TV
mean
series.
movies?
What?
Sorry, for you,
What?
just referring to movies.
No, no, no. I meant like in terms of like I because like obviously I think Spider Verse is better like in terms of animation better than Avatar, and I think like Puss in Boots is better than Avatar. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't think there are many that are better than Avatar. So like if you think about it, Avatar was made long. What would you say?
I was gonna say the movie I was thinking about maybe before
What was your
these
movie?
was
What was it?
Coco.
Coco is great. Yeah, Coco is
Yeah.
great. No, I love Coco. But
I was just
I
thinking
yeah,
about.
is it? I thought it was CG though.
I mean, this is CG though.
Yeah. No, okay. Well,
You
yeah, but
can
it looks
animate.
anime. Yeah, like the style is very anime. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's true. Okay, but like I was saying, I think like it because which I'm to be honest, I'm just talking about like the progression of Western animation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously we know that like animation as a whole, like you know what I mean. It's the Eastern are way better than the West in terms of animation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For the most
Pretty
part, yeah.
hands down. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I just love the progression of the Western animators because we I know that we like the Western have just as talented as the Eastern in terms of animation. We just don't show it enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the reason
But
we don't show it enough is because like you know people
we
think
still
that animation is cartoon
yeah.
and cartoon is for kids. You know what I mean?
True.
So these are the like Avatar, and then you've got like Spider Man, like Coco's a bit for kids, but Coco's still like it's hard.
Yeah.
Spider Verse and like Puss in Boots, these shows like they break the mold where it's like, hey, animation is not just for kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right, and this is the type like if this keeps going, right? Obviously, it's been a huge gap between when Avatar was released when these ones were released. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if these keep going, like I'm hoping we get to see more beautiful animation in the future. That's what I was trying to get to
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
West. You know what I
I get
mean?
what you mean, yeah.
From the West.
I was
You
gonna
know what I'm
say
saying?
another point is even like sometimes they just use the same like style, and it becomes a bit overused. You get what I mean?
Correct, correct.
Like, 'cause I think Disney currently, if I look like three of their films, I could say they look almost exactly the same
Right.
as
Mm.
in terms of animation. So it's like damn. But it's like yeah, if they be more inventive with it, I feel like it
But
could look
dude, like to be fair, right? Um, like Puss in Boots is animation. I think is on par with some of the more brilliant Eastern animation. You know what I mean? You know
yeah,
what I mean? Which shows because there are so many people like that say like Western don't have amazing animators, right?
right,
I've heard that statement. I'm like, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, and this shows it's not true. You know?
yeah. It's because we do probably via the different methods, different ways, and whatnot. It's
Yeah.
just what's the word? Just guess what comes down to. You know what I mean? Like how they do it, how
It
it
just
looks,
it's just how it goes.
and I guess
Mm.
also depending on how someone likes it. You know, some people may prefer this way or that way. Subjective kind of thing.
Yep. Okay. And the next question is like obviously the ending of Puss in Boots, huge spoiler. Like they've gone back to Shrek.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Which makes
Mm.
sense because
Oh yeah, announced
they've
the next Shrek movie. I'm
announced a lot of
I'm excited to see if they decide to go with the Puss in Boots, like you know, with
animation.
Shrek. Yeah, with like in Shrek. You know what I mean?
I want to see how it look because it fits really well with the Puss in Boots aesthetic. So I want to see how it kind of works with Shrek and whatnot.
Mm.
But you get what I mean? Shrek is supposed to look like Shrek himself is not supposed to look good. You know, I get what I mean by that because he's an ogre. But I want to see how he would look in that style. Maybe that little intro cinematic they had. Like, doesn't it have like a thing from Shrek? I think that might be like a little clue as to how it would probably be done.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? But it's
yeah,
like, I mean, I'd like to see it done in that animation. If not, I would like to see it done in maybe a slightly different animation.
yeah,
Because all the old Shrek movies, you know, they've definitely like aged a bit. If you get what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to see how they'll tackle it now. I'm actually more interested how they will tackle Kung Fu Panda, in my opinion, because the fur looked so good. So I want to see how it would look in like how it would look in a movie where almost every practical being is made out of fur. But yeah, that's
Yes.
just my
Yeah.
opinion. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, that's it for Puss in Boots, and we are planning to watch movies each week. So we're gonna pick a movie, and we decided to go with the one of the best series. We haven't seen too much of it, so like it'll be either
yeah,
a refresher or like full new. The John Wick series. So
yeah.
I'm excited for that. This is gonna be great. Only heard good things.
A quadrilogy, I guess you can
The
call it.
quadrilogy, yes, it was a trilogy. Now it's a quadrilogy.
I mentioned
What'd you say?
I mentioned it because I've seen scenes from the movie, but I've only seen three, the third movie. Like, I don't think I even watched the entire movie, but like,
I haven't seen any of the entire movie. I've seen okay parts,
yeah,
but yes, let's just end the discussion there and save it for next time when
awesome.
we do watch it. I don't know if we'll be able to watch it this week, but yeah, next
Whenever we,
time. What are you
whenever
saying?
we get, I was like, whenever we get to it, I guess.
Yep. All right. Um. Yep. Any last words?
Like the video if you enjoyed it. Maybe give us a sub, share with other people. Thanks
Yeah.
for, I guess,
Thanks for
uh,
listening.
thanks for listening, and thanks for the recent like skyrocket like
Yes, because we're getting more views, so we're on our other content. So yeah, we're pretty happy with that.
yeah.
And
If you want those two, go watch them and enjoy that.
all right, see you.
Bye bye.
Peace. Bye.